Welcome to the Buster Hustle. I'm your girl, Cokes.
I'm your boy, Ken.
I can't with him, yo. Seriously, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll be getting straight into it. Make sure to subscribe at the Muscle Hustle Podcast on all social media platforms. Again, we growing up on YouTube. That Joe's looking pretty nice.
Yeah,
What Kaden do? Click the link.
click the link below.
Yeah, so make sure to click that, y'all. Keep subscribing, like,
And
share,
share.
comment, all that jazz. Also, Instagram. Again, like I said, all social media platforms and all audio platforms as well, too. We're on there. We're streaming live. Every week we dropping you with some newish. I'm trying not to curse a lot no more.
Fire.
Hot fire. More fire.
More fire.
But nah, for real, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Ken, how you feeling with this boot? You back in the boot now, bro?
I'm back in the boot out the cast. Still kind of slow, but I'm taking my time with it.
One day at a time.
Right. It's cool, though. I'm all right. I'll be all right.
You ain't got no choice.
I know, right? At least I got a leg.
Hey, you gotta keep moving, gotta keep pushing regardless.
Right. I'll be all right.
Today we are talking about basically our hobbies. Why are you laughing? We ain't even start yet. Passions and hobbies turn into profit. Passion and hobbies turn into a successful business. That's what we're going to be chopping it up on a little bit. If you know Ken, if you know me, we got our hands in a lot of things.
And I'm not Jamaican. No.
Whatever. But no, seriously, I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot from you.
Oh.
This guy. Just take your flowers, B. No, I feel like I've learned a lot from you. Honestly, especially in the move here, just how to maneuver a little bit better and more strategically on the businesses that I am involved in, on the different industries that I am involved in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm also looking to kind of tap into as well, too. Knowing that I don't necessarily have to continue to be the norm. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but solely focusing on just one thing and basically depriving myself of the many successes that I choose to be a part of. But yeah, businesses on businesses, B. That's what it is on 2024, right?
Yeah.
Yours. What's with the modesty?
Because it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is.
Less sleep.
I keep telling you, that's the reason why I ain't got no edges. You think it's because of braids. It's not the braids.
It ain't the braids?
No.
I was going to tell you to fire your braider, but...
It's definitely not that. No.
What is it?
It's stress.
It's stress? Okay.
And also, the military owes me money. But yeah, we're going to go into that.
We're going to talk about that on another...
But yeah. Okay. Everybody honestly knows you, obviously, for being a fitness trainer, being a coach, being involved in the arts of fitness.
Mm-hmm.
I call it an art, but being involved, being a gym owner and all that, right?
Right.
We covered this before, but I'm just going to reiterate just for our new subscribers. Fitness in itself, not bodybuilding, but all aspects of fitness. Was that more of a hobby for you? Was that a peak interest at a time where you're just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do with this and then just kind of continue to elevate on that.
Fitness, I kind of ran from it. Like I told you before, I wanted to play ball. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, football, sports, all of that's
kind of
all in fitness.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense. I think it was just, that's what I was born to do.
But
One of the things I was born to do.
I'm glad you corrected that. But you, honestly, wanted to play ball.
I'll say that.
There you go. That's better. I like that better. You wanted to play ball.
Mm-hmm.
That was a passion of yours,
right?
You ever thought about turning that passion into, like, coaching football?
Yeah, I am. I'm just waiting on my son to get a little older. I'm not trying to coach nobody else's kids but mine. Nah. But no, I had to get my business to a place to where I can be absent from it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So...
so that was a thought?
Yeah, it's been
from jump.
A thought.
Okay.
Not even just coaching, but just helping out. And then once I had my son, I already knew what the deal was. Even if he don't play football, I mean, there's other sports that he'll be playing. I'll still be trying to coach or help him out, or even just train him to be who he need to be and what he need to be. And everybody that's attached to him, so everybody that's on his team, so they'll get the benefits and the perks for that.
So for the sake of people who honestly want to, they strive to perfect a certain hobby that they're interested in, or that they're currently involved in, and looking to turn that into, the new saying. Well, it's not really a new saying, but the saying now, especially pushed, the narrative now that's pushed a lot more, is the fact that, like, don't necessarily find a job, find a passion and really dive into it. Like, take that risk on your passion and really push forward with that. So your job doesn't really feel like a job. It feels more like, I don't know, less work.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Um. First, it got, like I said, it has to be your calling. Honestly,
How does
like,
one find their calling?
um, that's something you got to deal with the man above. I think he speak to you and show you that it's your calling, and then how things just work in order. You know what I'm saying? How everything just falls in place. Um,
A lot of people don't have patience for
true.
placing. What do you say to them?
Kill yourself. Nah, I'm just tripping. Um, Not having patience. I mean, you gotta have patience. That's in life. That's just
So let me elaborate a little bit, right? Those that, I could speak for self, you know what I'm saying? I could speak for those who I've seen from jump, you know what I'm saying? They moving and they shaking in the streets a little bit heavy, you know what I mean?
heavy.
Heavy, you know what I'm saying? With the intention of building a business. They have that street savvy. They know how to operate. They know
Oh,
how to move.
them the best businessmen.
They are
Street
real
niggas is
talk. But
dope.
knowing how
Ex
to,
dope boys. Street niggas. That's like they like the best businessmen.
real talk, honestly, if you are really not afraid to talk about your journey, I need y'all to make sure to DM me, real talk, because I would love to have y'all on here and
I
really
mean, we're
just
not
speak your
trying to
truth.
be.
No, we're not
I mean,
promoting
not
it, but
we,
at the
but
same time,
I
like,
mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're not trying to put themselves out there.
no, there are some. No. You, you're mistaken what I'm trying to say. Like, on some real stuff, there are some folks that are out there that used to be in the game. They've learned what it is that they've done. They've maneuvered the way that they maneuvered, and in the end, they've pretty much
That's true.
cleaned things up. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just like, they're not afraid to pretty much talk about it. They're not afraid to spit that game in a sense where it can actually be able to help the next person to really, like,
True.
push forth on what it is that they're doing. And also check folks that clearly don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, that ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dude, like, you need to either be in school, be in a vocational school or something like that, find a trade, and make do with what it is. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I
Find a
feel
better hustle.
right.
The hustle in itself don't always got to be in the streets, but what I was kind of trying to elaborate on was more so in the sense where it's just like, I know folks that be doing what they do, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, they got their business minds, set. They know how to maneuver a certain type of way, and then reapplying that to in a system that really isn't really set for them. Talking to those type of people, and really understanding, like, okay, that may not be their passion, but they have something that's a little bit more different. So trying to align the two is pretty much more so what I'm trying to get at. Being a little bit more street savvy and knowing how to operate and how to set up systems, and then also finding your passion and trying to align the two to be able to create a business.
You can.
That's
think
just one approach.
you could take a part from one and take a part from other and put them together, like a hustle from one or the mindset from the other, and put them together. And
I think that's
yeah,
smart.
huh?
I think that's smart.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I think you'll go very far with putting those two together as well. You know.
But then you also have to learn about, like, financial literacy and all that other stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that comes with the territory, but I mean most smart people. I mean, as they gain money and as they make money, they learn different ways and different ways to control it and put it different places and invest. They know where to invest it at. They know where to, you know, where not to invest it at all, what bank accounts to put it in, or what savings account, high yield savings accounts to put. They learn all of that. You know what I mean? That's
Learned
what
it
come
from
from
where?
research, YouTube University.
I mean, especially
And then
nowadays. Before,
you got bankers. You know, you have family members that's bankers or that's whatever. You know what I mean?
what if they're not exposed to all that?
YouTube University. I mean,
That seems to be the thing
that's
right now,
it.
especially
Yeah.
nowadays.
Financing for Dummies. They got books out here like Financing for Dummies.
Not everybody
Investment
really
for
knows how to. Oh, not,
I mean,
not gonna
but
say know how to read, but not everybody really likes to read. I'll be falling asleep when I'm
YouTube.
reading. But yeah, YouTube is definitely a plug.
That's
Real
where I
talk.
learned a lot of stuff.
For real?
I put it in my ears and just listen to it. It'll come back full circle. Like
There's so much information on there, though. How do you know that? Like, how do you decipher what's
real and what's not?
Mhm.
I mean, you always double back. You know, double back and check your sources. Don't just rely on that first source that you heard it from. I mean, okay, let me go now. Let me Google it. Okay, it says this. Okay, he was right. Well, multiple people saying the same thing. You know what I mean? And then just put it to work.
when you started level 1?
I was blind.
For real?
Man, I didn't know what I was doing. Be honest.
So what made you continue? Like, what made you not break? Well, I don't want to say break, but what made you? Pretty much like throw your hands up and be like, you know what, this.
Because I was halfway in. I was
What you mean by that?
meaning like I already
Invested.
I already put money in it.
Yeah.
And then too, my situation. All right, so when I first started my first gym, well, when I was at my first gym, just the situation how the first one ended. You know what I mean? Or the I wouldn't even say miscommunication, the deceitfulness.
Yeah.
Of how the first one, what happened in the first business, in the first gym, the first location. So that right there just get put fire under my ass. Like, I'm about to turn this shit all the way up.
Yeah.
Now everybody in a 20-mile radius of me shutting down, or they gonna have to feel me, or they gonna feel the wrath of Level 1 Fitness. And I actually said it in one of my meetings, my staff meetings, and verbatim, it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They either shut down. Yeah, in the past, it's almost gonna be 3 years since I've been here, B.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't even no arrogance.
I've seen that.
It wasn't even no arrogant stuff. It was just the fact of we about to, do our thing.
You're sure about your shit.
Yeah, just be sure. I know my product. Good crack sale. That's what they say, right? And that's just it. I mean, and just stay relevant. Just stay relevant with the fitness community and supporting the community at that. You know what I mean?
Knowing your competition.
There's no competition.
This guy, like, real talk.
Hey, never no.
You have to understand
I don't compete with nobody.
I don't think folks really understand how sure one has to be within self to really be able to maneuver within this game. In this game of having your own business, you got to stand 10 toes down and not really worry about nothing else. It's one thing to do research and really just kind of see how you would maneuver within, but you constantly always worrying about the next person is bonkers. Like, hear what man's just said. There's no competition. It's not no ego.
It's just people doing the same thing. That's it. That's okay. Hey, yeah, you a trainer, I'm a trainer. You got a gym, I got a gym. And that's just it. Because the thing is, if you got Coco Fitness and I got Level 1 Fitness, and we fight against each other, and we not, you know what I'm saying, we fight against each other, trying to stay on the same level, this next gym that just opened just surpass us because we compete with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm wide open to whatever. So I'm not trying to focus on you. I'm not trying to focus on this person because everybody got a different bank, different pockets, different bag.
Yeah.
So I can't jump out the gate right now and just be like, okay, how Alpha Land just dropped $6 billion. Not saying I don't have it, but I can't do that like that, right? Not how they did it. You know what I'm saying? And at the time I did, my credit was terrible. I barely did. I did everything out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I work, buy a little dumbbell here, work, do this here. You know what I'm saying? It was little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And just continue.
Couple, yeah, and that was just it. So as how a lot of gyms where they go into a pre-ready building with air conditioning, or just say not even air conditioning, but everything is cool. Windows, everything is good. All they gotta do is drop equipment and rubber and paint the walls.
Yeah.
And do a processing system. That's it. I had this from the bottom, the ground up. From
rock brick. Literally, brick by brick.
Literally, dog. I had to build the bathrooms. I had to build sewage pipes and put sewage pipes down and all of that stuff. So I basically got a crack house.
You sure you're not Jamaican?
Huh? No, I'm Bohemian.
Shout out to my Bohemian crew.
Yeah, but it's a difference. You know what I mean? And that's why I take so much. I mean, I love what I got. You know what I mean? And everything that we doing over there is because I know where we came from.
Yeah.
And what the building looked like when we got it. You know what I mean? Wood across the windows. We had no windows. We had no doors. And it was crazy. You know what I mean? So just from doing bit by bit, brick by brick, I mean, I'm grateful for where we at. I mean, we got a long way to go, but I'm grateful.
What would you say to the person who honestly, I mean, it may not be a sense of getting a gym, right? It might just be just entering the world of fitness and having a passion for the industry in itself, but not really knowing where they might fit in. We go to the expo and we see everything that you can think of at a fitness expo. You know what I'm saying? That surpasses the idea of just working out on its own. It's endless. You know what I'm saying? And so trying to find your niche within the industry in itself, what advice would you give them?
Trying to find it?
Like trying to find it and also like find a means to build a business. You got a lot of not entrepreneurs, but you have a lot of people that are interested in starting the business, especially now after COVID, right? Being able to have multiple streams of income. It's pretty much where I'm getting at.
I mean, so it's how can I put it? People just starting a business just for money, and especially fitness. Fitness, you can't just do it just for money. Yeah, the money gonna come, but it's a lot of headache. It's not worth the head. It's not worth it at the beginning.
You speaking in the aspect of just as a gym owner? Or you speaking in general?
In general,
okay.
It's not worth the headache. You know what I'm saying? Because the people you got to deal with, the personalities you got to deal with, just around the whole entity of fitness, the arrogance you got to deal with, all of that. You know what I mean? Okay, you go to the bank. You're real estate. I mean, just say you are a contractor. You building a house. The bank gonna probably give you money first to build a house before they give you money to buy fitness equipment. You know, loan wise. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Okay.
So it's a lot of other stuff you gotta take in consideration. You know what I mean? And it's not. I'm not pushing nobody away from doing it.
Yeah.
And then if you did want to do it, my thing is find somebody that's already doing it and that's doing it successfully. But do your research on them. You know what I mean? Because everything that glitters ain't gold. So everything that looks good from Instagram and from wherever may not always be what it is. You know what I mean?
A lot of facades nowadays, man.
Do your research. But get with somebody that's way higher than you in the ranks and learn from them. That's what I'll do. I mean, at the time, I really didn't have that.
That's another thing too. Maybe
I had one guy.
Okay.
I had John. Now I think I talked about him last one of the episodes. John Mitchell, Fat Body.
Yeah, you mentioned him.
He put me on. Bobby put me on the training scene in Houston, and John had all the gyms. So I learned from at that time I never walked up to him and be like,
and
"Hey,
express
I want to know this."
Gotcha.
My thing was I was just sitting in the background watching.
Why? I mean, you're an observer, so I can see that happening.
Yep.
But is there a reason why you didn't approach him to be like, "Yo, I'm trying to like"?
At the time, I was still trying to, I guess, learn myself and learn who I was. Because I mean, I wasn't the approachable person. Meaning, I didn't know how to ask. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So that how old was like 26-year-old me back then, or whatever I was, or 23, 24 back then. That 23-year-old or
different
24,
mindset.
yeah, it was totally different mindset.
Yeah.
I was a totally different person. And so who I am now, shit, I'm gonna walk up to, hey, what's up, boss? We talking, and I'm gonna ask, hey, what's this? How we do this? Man, we need the link. Let's have a meeting. Let's Zoom. Ooh. I do that now, but back then I wasn't on that. It was just like I was scared, like not even scared, but just like I felt like people would be like, man, nah, I'm not gonna give you no game. So you run
But there
off.
are people
No,
like
it
that.
is, it is, and so
How do you keep from getting discouraged when you come across folks like that? Because I'm gonna be real with you.
that
There's
don't
a lot.
discourage me. That
Oh.
made me want to go harder.
What would you say to those who actually
Get discouraged?
not get discouraged, but keep them from getting discouraged in the sense of that? Make them
Use
go
that
harder.
as fuel.
Mm.
Okay, damn, you didn't want to teach me nothing or tell me anything. Okay, I'm gonna learn it myself. Now I'm going double time. I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm staying up. Now I purposely got to learn this.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I go. I purposely got to learn it. Hold on, where's your facility at, or what are you doing? And if we're in the same, yeah, okay, you'll be answering to me soon, or I'll be sending you clients. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Type shit,
right,
you know,
right.
I got a friend, one of my close friends. He dated this chick. And he told me the story, and it kind of just blew my mind, just to see where he at now. He dated this chick, and her dad, and he didn't have a job. Her dad owned a concrete company.
Okay.
So the concrete company was this big concrete company in Houston, right? So she was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm dating this guy, blah, blah, blah. He needs a job." Dad said, "Okay, I'm gonna hire you, but I'm gonna fire you in like 6 months."
He already told him that from jump?
Yeah, off jump. It was arrogant. I'm gonna fire. I think it was 6 months or a year. Boom, 6 months or a year came around. He fired him. So being who he is, he learned a couple of things, and he got a couple of contracts. So he started doing like sidewalks, paveways for like driveways and stuff like that. So from doing that, he blew up from the sidewalks to this, that, and the other. So then he started getting freaking parking garages and stadiums till he blew up and got some contracts to where now he was the biggest concrete company in freaking Texas almost.
Oh, wow.
So now
Surpassed.
he's subcontracting the dude company jobs. This man doing work for SpaceX and everybody now.
Is he still with the girl?
Nah, they broke up. That's that shit don't last.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, he took the game and he ran with it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he used that for fuel. You know what I'm saying? Knowing who he is, he used that for fuel. So I mean, this dude everyday cars a Lambo. This dude big,
that's
like
crazy.
Everyday car. For some people that's my weekend. I'll pull up.
But you gotta have that drive. You gotta have that fire within you to be able to actually.
He a hustler.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's pretty much in the end. That's really
smart.
What it is.
And he's super smart. He's great with contracts. He's great with logics. He's a very he's one of those type of guys.
Already building on your strengths in a sense.
Yes, sir. So that story, that right there motivated me too, because I met him at my first facility. I started training him at my first facility. So that kind of gave me that.
I see.
Yeah, that kind of gave me that go. And then I'm older than him too. I think I'm like a couple of years older than him, a few years older than him. Not gonna tell my age, but yeah.
Bro,
so the fact of the matter is just the fact,
why you get all loud now?
The fact of the matter is, I mean, that that whole little story, and that sometimes those people's stories, will help you overcome and make you who you need to be. It'll help you be who you need to be. You know what I mean? So, shouts out to my boy. You know who you are, Green Lambo.
Developing business plans. Is that something that you had to do?
No, that was my mistake.
You think so?
Well,
really?
All right. So when you developing the business plan is basically to
you got business and marketing.
Submit. So the business plan. All right. First of all, you have the business plan is the structure of your business to put it in place to say, okay, this is what my business consists of. This is what it's going to do. This is the projections of this year to this year to this year, this year. So with me, my credit was bad. Who I was going to give a business plan to that was going to give me money? So I'm like, forget the business plan. I ain't had to write it. So that's why when I did run into my close friends and people that I knew that had the bread and that could have supported me, first thing they asked for was a business plan. I ain't had it. So I'm the opposite, but I'm
one
of my close friends that I to me, he's a mentor to me. I don't know if he ever even knew that. We just always look at each other like, "What's up, bro?" But Steve
Rogers.
Rogers,
Mhm.
right? So I hear Steve like, "Yo, Steve, you know, I got this facility because I was training Steve. We was all training at the Mosaic. We used to go run every week, every day or whatever. Me, him, Lil Keith, and I got this facility, bro. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Ken. This one, I think this is when he first started his management company and all of that good stuff. You know,
Okay.
he went from promoting to whatever. So yeah, come by the office, whatever, whatever. Bring your business plan. I'm like, business plan, man. I don't know. I got no. So me, I try to put something together, whatever, whatever. But he looked at it. He was like, man, I don't know. Let me put some more into it, basically. You know what I mean? Put some more thought into it.
That's
Put
what he
some,
said.
yeah,
In a sense,
in a
yeah.
sense, put some more thought into it. You know, I don't see the worth in it right now. Which and shit, I'd have did the same thing if I was, you know, if I was him and a friend came to me, hey yo, I got this. At the time, you know, so that's how that went. So I'm like, damn, okay, I got to get it from the mud. I really got to get it by myself now because I don't have the credit or, you know what I mean, the paperwork to show what it's gonna do.
What about those who don't have the credit or the means, but they know what they want? There's some folks out
I
there
knew
like
what I
that.
wanted. That's the same thing.
But you
I
have the
was doing.
means.
Who I didn't have the means at the time.
You had something. There's some folks that
I
ain't
had
got
the down
nothing.
payment to the building. Paid that. Then found out I had a baby on the way.
Ooh.
Same day. I'm trying to call a dude like, hey, let me get that back.
It's too late. It's too late now.
Yeah, but you know, so the baby on the way. Just talked to, you know, my close friend, like, hey man, just keep working at it. Now it's like, dang, what I'm gonna do? Now I'm sitting on a bucket in the middle of the gym, in the middle of the building, praying. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what you for to do. How you gonna do it?
God's will.
Let's make it happen. And so I just stuck with it. And I had a close friend, Vic. He's a contractor. He came literally every night after he worked, wherever he worked at. Hey, bro, I have some extra 2x4s from this job, bro. Boom, let's start on this bathroom. We start just doing the base. Started the base. Hey, look, we don't want to crack through this ground, so we're gonna have to build it 3 feet up off the ground or 2 feet off the ground.
See, so regardless of the fact, even if you don't have it, it's still good to know and network people because in the end,
be good to
always
people, man.
shake.
Treat people with respect and treat people with loyalty, man.
Not just the folks that you just like mad cool with, like everybody. That took me a minute.
To this day, that man, like, he ain't ever got to even dig in his pocket for nothing to come in my gym. Like, he got a lifetime membership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knew where I came from. He helped me with everything. Like, he gave me the game on the building and all of this stuff and all of that. Now, mind you, I did have some people that tried to snake me. They saw it. Some guys saw what I was doing, and I'm giving them hard-earned money to go to the city to run these plans and do this. Oh, I got this. That's a whole nother story. But like, I literally had to threaten somebody's life.
Knowing because of the fact that like this is not your niche, and they know that okay, well, we could probably get over.
Yeah. So that's what I didn't know anything about, and that's another thing. Learn everything about your business, from the permittings to everything, man. Learn everything. If you're gonna be the boss,
so much info out there, you're gonna miss something.
But learn the gist of it, like just to learn most of it, the majority of it. They because they're gonna get over. Somebody gonna try to get over you any way possible. Because a lot of people we just lazy. It's certain things like, okay, well, like for example, I get my DBA, right? Boom, and then now I need my EIN.
Mm-hmm.
People like, oh yeah, I went online. I paid $75 for my EIN.
Knowing you could get that job for free.
And it's free. Even with my Dun and Bradstreet, I got that for free.
For free, yeah.
But it's companies, you go online, companies charge you $150, $200, $500
for free.
For something that's free. It's just, you're gonna have to do your research.
Even if it's not free. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's actually cheaper that you actually have to just state LLC. You basically now paying what, double? to a company to do it for you, which they're gonna have to file, so you gotta pay them to actually file, and also the service
Depending on
itself.
the state fees. So like, you know, Houston
Crazy.
is what, $300 something. Then you got like let's say Las Vegas is a little cheaper, it's like $47.
Yeah,
That's why
most of the East Coast is about 100,
yeah, so different
150 the
states have
most.
different
Right, but what I'm saying, those third parties,
yeah. I mean, they got freellc.com where you go, but all you're gonna so they're gonna try to upsell you on the back end, which is for your what's it called? Your folder
okay,
that has your LAC, your binder
binder,
that
okay.
has all your paperwork and all of that stuff in there, that you can put all your paperwork in there. They're gonna upsell you on stuff like that, plaques and all of that good stuff. But you can't get past your state fees and stuff like that. But I would just say research everything you do. Research it first. Go into it, research it, understand it. Don't just be like, man, you got it, handle it.
It's a lot of folks like that. There's a lot of folks like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Don't want to learn it. You gotta learn it, man.
Transitioning your mindset to be able to get into this part of entrepreneurship.
If it ain't all right, so it's a lot of people that want to be entrepreneurs and want to work for themselves, but they just don't have it.
Do you think that they even know what it really means?
They just it's okay to be a 9-to-5 worker. It's okay to work for somebody, because everybody's not built with that gift to be an entrepreneur or to even take on that stress as an entrepreneur.
You seen that clip where homie and his girl, I think his girl had an OnlyFans or something like that, or has an OnlyFans, but they was living in a
The basketball dude?
Nah, he ain't the basketball dude.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the NBA.
Nah, I'm talking about this regular smuggler cat that basically was living in a storage unit with his girl. Set up a whole apartment in the storage unit. And I decided to go on TikTok and basically, you know what I'm saying, boost his following by letting folks behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, check out his crib. And obviously the storage unit that he was in decided to kick him out. So now they living in a tent. They done decked out the tent.
What?
They decked out the tent, they got their water to the side or like that. And I mean, I don't really know exactly where they at and see how cold it was, but Shorty clearly has the OnlyFans. I'm gonna get to that.
Obviously, ain't no money being made.
I'm gonna get to that. So, at one point, after they got kicked out of the storage unit, they got into the tent. I think they go back and forth between the tent and the hotel. And so dude went on a rant when they was actually in the hotel room, just ranting.
They kicked him
I ain't never, no.
Oh.
He was basically like ranting to the folks who kept commenting about him getting a job.
Oh, he don't want to work?
Nah, dude was just like, no, I am an entrepreneur. I don't need no job. You know what I'm saying? Like, jobs is for suckers. Like, he's just like, man, don't come at me with get a job. Like, you know, I got my family over here, got my cousins and all of them telling me to get a job, man. Fuck that. I don't need no job. You know what I'm saying? And Shorty sitting there with her feet Indian style, just like,
nigga, get a job, nigga.
But in the same time, she really ain't saying much, but her body language is saying everything, because clearly she has an OnlyFans page, and the first thing I said was, well, she must not be making a lot.
That shit ain't hitting for nothing.
And they still homeless. But yeah, there are some people who just like, they honestly think being an entrepreneur is...
You broke as an entrepreneur, to be honest.
There is no steady income. You got to create it.
Yeah,
you got to create the avenue for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it has to be consistent. You got to be consistent.
And then still, an entrepreneur, if your paperwork and your money is right, like your taxes and everything doing right, you personally don't got shit. It's your business.
Your business
that got the money. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas be really thinking they forgave me and that stuff. It's like you trying to
I got
hide.
this. No, nigga, your business got this. You won't really have this. Cause
you gotta pay yourself.
Right, because now what happens if you think because your business got 100,000 in the bank and you pull that out, that's a federal law. That's embezzlement. You can't cross money like that unless it's a payment.
So if you really look at it, you technically do got a job. Because you got to pay yourself.
You work for the company. I work for my company. All my companies I work for. It's just how they go.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but people don't understand. They just think, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I can move when I want. I can travel like this when I want to travel. I can
You're going to be broke.
It's not saying you can't, But
You gotta
you
establish
got to
something
establish
before
that first.
you even get to that part.
Yeah.
Like folks is looking at those that are entrepreneurs that are already on their top. You don't even know what type of grind they was going through or what consistent grind that they're still going through to be able to make sure that they stay
Or
where
who they
at.
held on to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably pulled them to the top with them. Especially those multi marketing companies. Not multi marketing, but
yeah,
those what are they called? Multi what?
I try to stay no shade, but I
Yeah.
just don't really.
So those little multi companies or whatever, that the whole little deal like that. So
I
if
would
they
like
get
to
in on
bring
the
somebody, you know what?
if they get in
Honestly,
on the first end,
before you even continue, I would like to really bring somebody in that. What's the name? What is the name actually? What is the actual name for it? Is it multi-strategic? No. Folks like
I got a brain.
me too. Folks like Herbalife. That's
Yeah.
one, right? There's like a pet company that's like really, really, really big as well too. Keep talking. I'm gonna look that junk up.
Right when I was just sip. Big shouts out to Exotic Pop, man. Appreciate you.
Exotic Pop, who they?
Exotic Pop. They taking over the city. They have all the exotic sodas and all of that stuff out there. Big shouts out to them. They just opened a facility off Alameda.
Okay.
Dope facility. Right up the street from the gym. But yeah, so like when you start those multi I'm gonna just say multi companies. I know what it is. It's at the tip of my tongue. I just can't. But you start at the bottom of those, like at the beginning, and then you just Herbalife, like the Herbalife deal. Those people that started at the beginning of Herbalife, oh, they rich right now because they started at the, like that. But somebody put them on and they brought them up, to the top or whatever. But that's a way
multi-level marketing, MLM.
Level. I don't know why I ain't thinking. I mean, I was thinking of.
We was there. We was there.
Something multi.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Like people get on, they get on to certain things like that and they make money. But then once they do that, they're still employed by that company. Or well, they might. Most of the time they're 1099s. I think. I don't think they're W-2. I think they're 1099s. So then once they do that, they use that money to start something else and to fund another business or to fund another investment and do things like that. I got a lot of friends that started like that and they booming. Or they started with stocks. They hit big with Bitcoin, or they hit big with GameStop. That GameStop stock that hit a couple of years ago, like little stuff like that. Now they good. They got money to start other businesses and franchises and do other things like that.
It's funny you brought that up. So it's just like getting to the point where you get the bag, the initial bag, right, and being able to actually handle the bag and your finances in order to continue on your hustle. You ever feel like you got to start over, or ever get to a point where it's just like something kind of trips you off of your game, where it's just like you're like, dang, like I could have made this move, a risk that was taken.
That's part of the game. Being
a risk taker.
A risk taker. I mean, being a part of the game is risky. Especially with entrepreneuring and investing your stocks. I mean, that's very risky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like they say, scary money don't make money.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, it's gonna be risks that you're gonna have to take in investments. Shit, it's risks you take every day working a freaking 9 to 5 or waking up. It's a risk of getting in an accident on the way to work or freaking slipping down the stairs, walking outside. It's a risk to everything.
It is, but you can't be peril everywhere.
I'm not saying be peril, but I'm just saying it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? It's always, everything is a risk. You know what I mean? It's risky.
Would you say handling your money and handling your business in itself is pretty difficult? Do you got like a team for that? Would you encourage a team for that? How trusting?
Once the money get to where it need to get to, there's no need to have a big old team and you only bringing in 50,000. Your team gonna eat that up. You know what I'm saying? So they need to get to. I mean, you have you a good CPA. You get you a good CPA, a tax bookkeeper, and run that until you get to where you need to get to. Now, once there's the millions and the multi-millions called over 6 figures coming in, then you get that person that know how to put that money where it need to go.
Where I need to go.
Yeah, and taxes and how to write off certain things and things like that.
People start off that from the break.
What you mean?
getting somebody that's in the taxes and trying to like write stuff off in a certain way and stuff like that. And
find you a great CPA.
CPA, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people get messed over not having a good CPA or just a slow CPA, a person that's just, they have so many clients to where they not even on your stuff. You know what I mean? So to where your taxes ain't even filed yet and it's past the due date.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Or you're trying to invest in something and you can't do it because your taxes are not done. Or you're trying to purchase something, you can't because your 2023 and 2022 taxes are not. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was the type, because of the fact, well, I'm in the industry of accounting. That's pretty much my background. So I used to try to do stuff on my own. But knowing my clientele and what I had to endure, I was always laxing on my own personal stuff, my own businesses. So I was that one that was like, okay, but it's to self.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait till them people
no.
your life.
Yeah.
Them 3 letters?
Yeah, they sure did.
It's scary.
It's scary as shit.
It is scary. When they sent that letter, that packet, I thought my life was over.
The way I read.
I was like, man, hold on.
Mama!
What I supposed to do? I had to call my boy. My boy had to talk me out, talk me off the ledge. No, I'm just tripping. But nah, like, be careful with all of that.
My mom's.
Huh?
I call my mother.
You gotta be careful with that. Them 3 letters hit you, it's over. It ain't over because they got companies out here that fix it.
Scary.
But it's scary because they can seize everything. They can, yeah. And you be out here just cash moves only. You can't swipe no cards, no banks, no nothing.
So you get that taken care of.
You got to put everything in your mama name.
So in the end, yeah, get you a solid team, but at the same time, just be strategic.
Be strategic.
Be strategic. I mean, honestly, it's not so much as hard to start a business in itself, right? It's just a matter of one.
It's easy to start a business. It's hard
knowing your calling.
Keep it going. That's the hard part.
There's a lot of monkey see, monkey do folks out here. Honestly, I really don't like using that term, but there's a lot of copycats in a sense. You know what I'm saying? They see one thing and they're just like, damn. And sometimes they ain't even really got to be on some hate shit. It's just a matter of just like, well, I guess it is low-key hate. Well, damn, if they could do it, I can too. I don't see why she getting all that or he getting all that. Shoot, I'm better than them. That's their motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Not, hey, I think this is something I want to do. Can you help me out?
Can you help me out? Or I'm just trying to learn, like, you know, what's up? Like, drop some gems on me where I could figure out stuff on my own.
I get that daily. So I get DMs daily on, hey, big bro, I'm about to open a gym, blah, blah, blah. What was your first hiccup in, blah, blah, blah. What should I do?
You ever get the big bro from folks that you know for a fact?
They
don't rock with you?
Yeah, I like them. I love them.
Hey, sis.
Hey, I love them. Shit, some of them
be in the gym. I see you doing your thing.
Some of them be in the gym with the big bro. And I'm like, yeah, okay, what's up? I like that. You keep your snakes as close to you as possible. You know when they're going to bite you. You know what I'm saying?
God's still working on me.
So, I'm cool
Clearly
with that.
Ain't done yet.
I'm cool with that. I'd rather keep them, I'd rather keep them close. I keep my haters and keep them close to me.
Why?
So, I mean, you know they moves. You can just see the moves of your haters. You know what I'm saying? Or I can tell when they for to do something stupid, and it keeps me at bay because I'm ignorant, and I'm 0 to 100 like real quick. So it keeps me at bay, cause if I'm in their face and I know you're bound to do something ignorant. So I know you're right here, but like if you're not close to me or by me and you somewhere far away and you do something ignorant, it's like damn.
Taking it back. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
see it coming. What you mean now.
But it's like when you keep them close to you and you know they're around you, you know, oh, that ignorant ass nigga. I know he for the, you know, she messy as fuck. I already know this for to happen.
See, others would take it as a message. It's like, I don't even want you nowhere near me so that way you ain't got to know what's going on.
But I want you to see what I'm doing because you hating and I'm for the prosper. And I'm going to prosper regardless of the fact you hate or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So I want you to see all my blessings. I want you to see everything that God has.
Just be an Instagram follower.
That's cool too. I need you to see it up front, in person.
Back. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's just how I am. You know, I want you to see it. I want you to know that you ain't stopping shit
At all.
at all. You know what I mean? You don't phase me, none of that. You know what I mean? I want you here. I'm gonna shake your hand. You know what I mean? What's up, little bro? Oh, sis. You know what I mean? It's cool, man. That's just how I am. I mean, I don't fear anything. I'm fearless when it comes down to
Always been like that?
Always been like that. Scary. I always was a daredevil. You know what I mean? And, yeah. I always been like that all my life. Yeah.
So, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs. Know that stuff ain't far-fetched, but you need to know your calling.
Calling. Know it.
I heard you. You need to know how. Yeah, you mocking me. You need to know your calling and purpose, right? You need to do your research. Don't be afraid to ask for info. YouTube University, as he likes to call it, plethora of information out there, but then also knowing how to decipher what's real and what's not by
get with a circle. Get with people that's doing what you're doing, all that what you want to do.
That network.
So if you want to get into real estate, get with these people that's doing it. You see them doing it.
And don't use that excuse as, oh, well, they're not really receptive, because there's a lot of folks out there that be like, I used to be one. Well, I already see them and they kind of just giving me a cold shoulder. They're doing that. Don't be afraid.
Keep going.
Keep at them. And when I say at them, I don't mean that person. Move on to the next. They ain't the only ones doing real estate. They ain't the only ones in the fitness game. They ain't the only ones in tech. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Keep it afloat. Network does not consist of just one person. Right? That means you need to open up your network as to whom you're trying to actually associate with or get information from. It ain't just one person out there that's doing this thing that you're passionate about or looking to grow passionate.
Whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be. So yeah.
OnlyFans, if you know somebody that got a successful OnlyFans, get at them. Her, whatever.
What they gonna do? Send them a message?
First, you got to subscribe. Then you got to subscribe because you got to see what they doing, right? I actually never been on that app before.
Neither.
You want to get one just to see what it do?
I was asking, but I heard people like show toes. I wonder if they like. You think my kneecap? I probably want to see like how my knee moves.
Nah.
Somebody's gonna like these.
We making
they like never ask you.
Foot fetish.
I got dancer's feet.
Huh?
I have dancer's feet.
Yeah, I can see them through the.
Shut the hell up.
But nah, I heard they're making a lot of money from that.
Some.
Well, obviously not the ones that.
Not the ones that was at the storage unit. Them jokes clearly. Shorty was mute. She just kept looking up for confirmation.
On her OnlyFans.
I mean, she had makeup on. She looked dolled up, but.
What that mean? You got, hold on. First you got all this makeup on in a tent?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And dude literally just wailing, just like, man, fuck this job. Y'all keep talking about getting a job. I don't want no job. You know what I'm saying? Jobs is for suckers. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of my family telling me to get a job and all this stuff. Like, dude was on it.
Well, we don't need coming to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, because none of his family want his broke ass at home. Like, he got nothing to contribute.
He ain't bringing nothing.
But yeah, I am looking for all entrepreneurs that are currently in their bag. Hit the DM because we really want to know your story. We're looking to continue on with these panels to really chop it up and really throw out those information, that valid information from whom I like to consider reliable sources. It's one thing to read. It's one thing to create a network. Those that you obviously are, I don't want to say gloating, but you see them actually in their bag. You see them actually doing their thing within the industry. And you giving that silent applause, or you just bigging them up, throwing the fire emojis on every post that they make. Those are the type of people who I'm actually looking to bring onto this podcast because we're trying to hear from you. Clearly, you're doing something that the struggle or that you're doing something that really is inspiring to the next. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're inspiring. So we trying to hear from y'all. Make sure to hit us up on the DM. I don't care what industry you're in. All right. Somebody's inspired. So we trying to hear from y'all. I'm Coco.
And topics though.
What you mean?
If y'all want a topic, us to touch on a topic, hit us up.
Facts. Listen, get involved, okay? Because
Right.
sometimes Ken don't be here. Like 2 weeks ago, he not here, and I had to come up on the fly. No, I had to come up on the fly and really be in this hot seat by myself and have me rambling, armpits all sweaty and whatnot. I don't like talking about myself. So if you got topics y'all want to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Topics.
I want to cover.
Wendy Williams.
Hit us up, all right? We planning for some live segments as well too pretty soon. So we're growing, y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's brick by brick. Brick by brick. I'm excited. Shut them up.
Shouts out Drip Energy. So we got 3 flavors now, you know.
Notice how he said we.
Well, yeah, they have.
No, elaborate on that.
Yeah, we have 3 new flavors. They're actually in our gym right now at level 1. They're on Amazon. You can order them off Amazon. They will be in a club near you. So they're more like a nightlife drink. And we're coming out with multiple flavors. And you'll see them at your convenience stores as well. So stay tuned, look for them. And if you do want some, DM and we'll get the info to you so you can.
They just became an official sponsor of the Muscle Hustle podcast.
Right.
Yo, make sure to subscribe at the Muscle Hustle podcast. Audio platforms, we're talking Spotify, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Clearly, they got podcasts too. I didn't even know that.
Do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You know, I need to pay my Amazon bill. They just sent me an email today.
I'm done with you. Okay, so all podcast handles, all right, we're on it. So if you're into the audio platforms, make sure to subscribe on that as well too. YouTube, we're growing. I appreciate y'all for locking it in. Continue to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell an auntie. We on there. Clearly dropping every week with every episode. Yeah, let's just get that following up, y'all. Instagram as well too, Facebook. Appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support, y'all.
We need y'all.
You sound like
we need y'all.
We can't do this without you guys. Listen, if y'all don't already know, we got the Hustlers Club tees. These are exclusive tees that are coming out. Pre-orders are on sale right now. Make sure to check out the website, www.themusclehustlepodcast.com, and get yours. White, black, cream.
Oversized tee.
Oversized tee. All right, front and back. If y'all don't really know.
Support the hustle.
Support the hustle. All right. I'm your girl, Cokes.
I'm your guy, King.
I can't stand it. And we out, y'all.